Now I laid me down to sleep. Said I pray the Lord my soul to keep. If I should die before I wake, said I pray the Lord my soul to take.
Our daily bread and forgive us for our trespasses.
I feel like a bullet flow through the wrong hole, seeing different dimensions and lost souls. Tackled by jackals and living my life on the wrong road, so I simply advise those two travel through the black hole, you incarcerated. But even though you've been obligated at the bottom of the pit with a shark, so with a depressed and intoxicated, cloud my memory like someone just wished me mayhem to infinity. So I pray that the angels around me, cause ain't no telling what the clowns will be. Premeditate, don't drown in me. How the fuck that sound to me? Frown to me. Then had a nerve to put some rounds on me. See, my brother is dead. My daddy was lost in a car crash. My grandmother killed by cancer. So I deal with the cause that was dealt to me. People self-sleep, keep asking me this bullshit like, what the fuck it felt to me? My nigga died in my arm with a jab in his left palm. I'm sinking deep in my membrane, trying to find this thing which we call pain. The fact of the matter, it makes you wanna use some things. Stress, flow through the beat, we be smoking on constantly with a mixture of stereotype of niggas bugging me and judge me. But the shit I love to see is your kids be hugging me. The crossroads of reality, casualty. This shit is still to me, so motherfuckers keep feeling me, cause motherfuckers gets real with me.
This is for my dad. This is for my homies. For my dad. Oh, can you hear? This is for my dad. Oh, coming from the bottom of my heart.
March 8th, 1997, Los Angeles. Rap superstar Notorious B.I.G., real name Christopher Wallace, and his label boss Sean Puffy Combs are in town to shoot a video for Biggie's new album, Life After Death. That evening, they attend a Soul Train Awards after-party sponsored by Vibe magazine.
We decided to go out to the party because we were trying to be out and being seen, and a lot of people were coming and giving us positive greetings.
We were just partying and just having fun.
Puff asked for the bottles. Said, how many bottles you got? Yo, bring me all the bottles you got. So he basically bought out the bar.
The place was so full of smoke by midnight, the fire marshal said, we're gonna have to shut this down.
They was ordering everybody to leave, but we had a whole entourage of people with us. We was gonna go to another club.
We got into the cars. My car was in front. Biggie was in the vehicle behind.
Both vehicles proceed to the intersection of Fairfax and Wilshire. As the traffic signal turns red, Puffy Suburban runs the light while Biggie stops. A black Chevy Impala creeps up, inches away from Big.
I was behind Big in the passenger seat talking to some females on the sidewalk, and maybe like a second later, this Impala pulled up.
I was in the car with Puff. We heard something go, pop, 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 pop.
Everybody in the car ducked down.
We were screaming, they shooting at Big. We viewed around, we see the killer turn the corner. We parked directly in front of Big's car.
I had jumped out. I had ran to the car. I opened up the door and I was trying to talk to him.
Big just linked over the car with his eyes kind of open. He just had this look on his face like, can you believe it? Like, these got me.
While Puffy stays behind with Big, the other SUV speeds off after the killer.
Me and Tone, another guy who was rolling with us, took after the guy. He was going down Wilshire Boulevard, and he was gunning it. Tone's a maniac in driving, but every time he get to like 90, the car would go all the way back down because it had some kind of government chip on that particular Suburban.
For safety reasons, Suburbans from 1995 to 1998 included a mandatory chip that would automatically reduce speed when the vehicle exceeded 90 miles per hour. A valve connected to the fuel pump closes, cutting gas flow to the engine, slowing the car down.
Where this cat go? I don't know, man. Did they make a left?
He got out of our sight, and we didn't have a chance. That was real frustrating. So we went back to the scene of the shooting.
As Puffy's bodyguards give up the chase, a 911 call is made at 12:49 a.m. Police dispatch sends out an emergency call.
Shots fired, reported at 6060 Wilshire Boulevard. All units in the area respond.
Now, when we get back to Big's car, we decide we're gonna take him to the hospital.
We ran every light, jumping on the curb, sidewalks. We was trying the quickest way to get him to the hospital.
I was talking to him, but I wasn't hearing anything. He wasn't saying anything.
So we get to the hospital. I jump out the car. The gurney comes.
Big guy needs some help here.
Everybody helped to pick him up and got him on the stretcher.
Took like 6, 7 dudes to get him out the car. And when we got him out the car, he wasn't bleeding at all.
Hold the gun, hold the gun.
Biggie's upper torso has been penetrated by 4 bullets. Despite massive internal damage, he isn't bleeding externally. 390 pounds, Big has extra fat tissue that pushes down on the bullets and traps blood inside the chest wall. Doctors rush Biggie into surgery. He has no vital signs as they attempt to resuscitate him.
The doctors administered fluids, they administered blood, they opened his chest to be able to do some open cardiac massage to see if they were able to give him a chance to survive.
Doctors do everything they can, but at 1:15 a.m., Christopher Wallace is pronounced dead.
They came and told us, that he had passed, and it was just unbelievable.
It was crazy for me. I think that's the first time I couldn't hold back my tears.
It's the last thing I thought, that Big would be dead, but it was reality. It was real. Everybody was in there with this phone in their hand because we had to make a decision on who was going to call his mother. Nobody wanted to make that phone call to tell her mother her only son has passed away. D-Rock was the only one muscle up enough heart to say, you know what, give me the phone. As soon as he got on the phone, he was already crying. And she was just like, why is this grown man crying on this other line? And he just told her that Big just passed away. She dropped the phone, hysterical crying.
Short for Eric and Parrish Making Dollars, EPMD exploded into hip-hop in the late 80s, with their first 2 albums, both going #1.
Eric Sermon is my friend from 8th grade, from around the way, building a 68 Camaro. Our life wasn't built on EPMD, our life was built on friendship.
With a new deal at Def Jam, and their own management company to handle their proteges, EPMD released their 3rd album, Business as Usual.
After our 3rd album, it was break time, and I said, okay, we're already established. Let's really try to put them on now.
Eric and Parrish formed the Hit Squad, an all-star group designed to introduce up-and-coming artists Redman, K-Solo, and Das FX to the world.
At that moment, we control airwaves at that moment. You know what I'm saying? We're like, oh, the whole posse's on the countdown.
Hit Squad, Hit Squad, Hit Squad. One day Eric said, Joe, I don't want to mess with the business. I just want to chill, so Pete, you handle that.
My whole thing was music. I wanted to rap, give people what they wanted, the whole 9, and just be busy and chill with my boys, ride around the cars and just chill.
EPMD began work on their 4th album, Business, Never Personal.
In the middle of recording that album in the house we in, 4 gunmen broke into my home. I was coming home from doing something, and I went to the 7-Eleven to get a box of Phillies. So if I didn't stop and go get those Phillies that day, I would have walked right into an ambush.
Several men entered the house, and at gunpoint, forced everyone inside to the ground. The gunmen began to search the house.
They was asking for me, where's Pete? I was so close to it that when I pulled up in my driveway, my man was tied up and I couldn't hear him because we had the system loud. And when I turned it down, I was like, yo, what? Then my alarm went off upstairs.
The gunmen fled the scene.
And then I seen all these people running up the street. So I drove around a corner and I seen a blue car pull out. I get the plate number. So by the time I got back from following the guys to getting the plate number, the cops was already at my house. The first person who I'ma call when it went down, I called Eric. I said, you ain't gonna believe it.
Work continued on the Hit Squad and the Business Never Personal LP. For months, nothing came of the break-in.
August 25th, 1992, my man said, yo, we gotta go down to the precinct. This is 2 weeks before we about to go on the Hit Squad tour. So he's like, yo, you ain't gonna like what you're gonna hear. So I'm like, you know, I'm running with the energy and I'm not really conscious. You know how sometimes you think you're ready for something and whatever. So we drive down there to the precinct, Detective Flom at the 3rd precinct in Brentwood, Long Island, 5th Avenue. His first words to me was like, hey, Parrish, is your group breaking up? And I was like, what do you mean? He says, because we caught the guys who broke in your house and they signed a statement saying that your partner, Eric Sermon, paid him $5,000 to break in your house.
We interviewed the witnesses, we canvassed the neighbors to see what they saw, if anything at all. And I had the plate number that Parrish gave me. And that came back to one of the defendants who had a Jersey address at the time. We made several trips into Jersey. We couldn't locate him there. We finally spoke to his mother, and she supplied us with pictures of him and 4 of his friends. Those pictures were shown to the 2 victims, and they subsequently ID'd 2 of the individuals that were involved.
I didn't believe it, because at that time, with all this stuff going on with EPMD, anybody in their right mind know they couldn't come and tell me anything foul about Eric.
3 albums, #1s in a row. I had everything sold up. Our own producers, no money goes to nowhere. The fame was this high. Eric Sermon, he gotta have about $2 million at home.
Yeah, a lot of people thought that I ripped Eric off and EPMD broke up because of money.
My whole vision was blind. Got frightened by the numbers.
There was a lot of money, you know, being made, you know, and you know, ends wasn't being cut the right way.
Got frightened by contrast.
You know, I be looking at niggas on the TV running off with the mouth and all this other bullshit about P jerking niggas or, you know, P did this or P took that, fuck that.
Got frightened by words, different phrases. You ever see a contract?
P would've said, fuck all these niggas, P had his loot. Niggas wouldn't have gold albums, there wouldn't be no platinum albums, there wouldn't have been no world tour, there wouldn't have been no Hit Squad mark.
When he was controlling things, he wasn't teaching none of us what's going on. Market savings, CDs, tax bracket, tax account, accounting, contract, what do you own? Just breaking stuff down. Couldn't answer one question.
There's not too much to argue about when it's a 50-50 split music-wise. It's a 50-50 split publisher-wise. It's a 50-50 split show-wise.
But there's so much stuff in the back of that. Man got you messed
While
up.
Parrish Smith maintained that the EPMD business was a 50-50 split, Eric Sermon was concerned about the revenue from the group's proteges, where the split wasn't even.
Now, what I chose to do with K Solo, who I knew since 13, and through my relationship through Sylvia Rome, that's a whole different ballgame. Now, what I chose to do with Schumann Management, which was active since 1990 when Solo first came out, that's on me.
Parrish Smith also took a larger share of the Das EFX monies, on the grounds that he was handling the business.
Niggas was young. The pressure on them niggas was crazy. You heard? Leo and them niggas calling niggas every day, yo, this and that. Hit Squad was moving. Pressure was on.
And what makes that even more iller, in the middle of the Hit Squad blowing up, when Das EFX sat on top of the charts for 6 weeks straight at #1 with Dead Serious, RCA Records called me with a multi-million-dollar deal. My biggest concern in life was making sure wherever I went, Eric came.
You have partnerships that bust up all the time. Usually it's over money. But they usually don't send people to their partner's house with guns and duct tape and do business that way.
Parrish Smith decided not to press charges.
Well, yo, if y'all start questioning this now while we selling all these records when we got all this light, there's no way we're gonna be on a tour and then the rest of these guys who have nothing to do with it's gonna get screwed. Then you wouldn't have never seen the Hit Squad, you wouldn't have seen Das EFX, and you wouldn't have seen Redman. So I was like, let us take care of the tour, and I'm convinced when we get home we'll be able to settle it.
Parrish Smith proceeded to go on tour with a business and creative partner who had put him in a potentially life-threatening situation.
I'm not saying that was a hit, but if something went wrong and these guys were armed, Parrish could have wound up being dead, being killed.
Want me to tell you how more wild it is? The guy who was responsible, who was actually in my house with the hoodie on, was on the same tour bus with us.
Eric must have gotten wind of what was happening, got an attorney, and he left New York State and went to Georgia. And if he had not fled New York and did not retain an attorney, he probably would have been arrested. And he was never charged. And that in itself is kind of disappointing because I wanted to get Eric.
The conflict also split up the Hit Squad.
Whoever ran with Parrish ran with Parrish. Whoever ran with E ran with E.
Redman is down. We're finishing Redman's album right now.
I came in with E, so that's who I'm going out with, you know what I mean?
Parrish Smith kept the name The Hit Squad, while Eric Sermon created The Def Squad.
Just remember the Def Squad force. Redman, Eric Sermon, and Keith Murray. Word up.
While Eric and Parrish embarked on solo careers, neither was as successful on his own as he had been in EPMD. The business of hip-hop had come between two childhood friends and had nearly taken lives.
For him and I have to conversate with that in the same tongue as music. It's like, you know what I mean? This problem didn't happen in the vocal booth. This problem didn't happen when we was producing and writing rhymes. This is something that had nothing to do with EPMD, that was something from the outside.
I'm not gonna hurt anybody. I don't want no trouble. No trouble. I'm sorry. I just want some chips. I want some chips. That's all. All I want some chips. See, the chip. That's it. Turn that over, man. It's burning. It's burning. Turn it over. It's burning. I just want some chips.
Every person out there, don't forget about that clicking up thing. You know what I mean? Be to yourself. Stay to yourself. Trust nobody. Trust nobody. After dog. You know what I mean? Straight up. My closest friends did me in. My closest friends, my homies, people who I done took care of their whole family. I done took care of everything for them, looked out for them, put them in the game, everything. Turned on me. Fear is stronger than love. Remember that. Fear is stronger than love. All the love I gave didn't mean nothing when it came to fear.
Fuck them dressed. Go to the club. Fuck them, girl. Fuck them. Fuck them, girl. Fuck them. Fuck them, girl. Fuck them. Now, while you in the club,
totally figured out the coronavirus today. The technical name for the coronavirus is the COVID-19. COVID spelled backwards is D-I-V-O-C. D is the fourth letter of the alphabet. I-V in Roman numerals is 4. O is a 0. That doesn't matter. C is the third letter of the alphabet. 4 plus 4 is 8 plus 3 equals 11. Now we can't forget this is the coronavirus. Coronas come in packs of 12. 11 plus 12 is 23, 23, 19. You know what that means.
2319! We have a 2319!
The industry, man, it's not the same. Doesn't have to do with talent, it's about playing the game. The industry, real niggas is dying to get in. The industry, just to find they don't fit in. The industry ain't what it used to be. The industry's trying to control the way you MC. They want you to dress like this and talk like that. But I'm going dress like this and talk with the bat. The industry, got your word meaning nothing. The industry, fuck what you heard because he's bluffing. The industry, money, bitches, hate, but I dare you to try to take a fucking thing off my plate. The industry like, wait! But in the streets, we like, get 'em. 17 up in that thing. Catch them sleeping and hit 'em. The industry, if you ain't got a strong mind, the industry will break you down. It's a matter of time. The industry, vultures with nothing to feast on. See me? I'm getting my beast on. The industry, stay in the dirt, play in the dirt. Test the wrong one in the industry and you will get hurt. I'm not an industry artist. I'm an artist in the industry. So I do what the fuck I want because nobody can finish me. The industry, wanted, dead or alive, new artists to sell their souls in the way they survive. The industry don't give a fuck about you, but the industry couldn't make a dime without you.
Papadad. Pass that blunt, my nigga.
Yeah, I'm in the lab, no pad, no pen, just a styrofoam cup I can pose for in.
I'm up in the studio, me and my drink. Yeah, Papadad. Check the flow. Yeah. I'm about to kick a flow, I'm about to drop a flow. I'm coming from the hood and you pussy niggas know. Mama don't trip, I keep a full clip for them niggas talking loud, coming with that bullshit. But your niggas can't stand me, gotta feed my family. This is how it's going down and ain't nobody stopping me. Catch me up in the studio, gotta put my niggas on. Now I got the whole world trying to fucking sing along. Smoke with your nigga, I fucks with my niggas. I know you pussies mad because I do a little bigger, but I'm up in the studio, me and my drink. Got my pen and pad, nigga, write what I think.
I'm up in the studio, me and my drink, me and my drink, me and my drink. I'm out in the studio, me and my drink, me and my drink, me and my drink. And you sit on 24s, I sip on 24s. You sit on 24s, I sip on 24s. Drop a 4 in a 20 ounce and call it 24s. Drop a 4 in a 20 ounce and call it 24s.
Yeah, my nigga. Let's keep this bitch rolling, my nigga. Like that, my nigga. Pass me the blunt. Keep it keep the record button going. Keep it going. Let's get it in. They mad cause I do it, ain't nothing to it. Smoke bomb weed, niggas sip purple fluid. I'm the last mate, hope you understand. These pussy niggas hating, but I guess I fuck blame. West Coast junkie, sip brass monkey. I'm coming from the hood, so I gotta keep it funky. Everybody love it, ain't nothing changed. Unless you're moving with the weather, call me Rick James. My moms gave me the game, I'ma keep it real till I can't move, man. West Coast on the east side, where I come from, all my niggas do or die. And I do it for my loved ones, blaze it up, give it up if you lost one. And this is how I call it, the name is Papadad, West Coast Ramaholic.
From the depths of the sea to the stars in the sky, I'ma be a hustler till I die. 60 in a clip, BK's in my pride. For all them haters wanna try. So shout it, but you're smoking on. Purple pine is what I'm choking on. I don't care if you call me crazy, but street niggas getting moonlight, baby.
I don't need it for my butt, though. No, I don't need it for my butt. They say preparation H, if you put it under your eyes, it takes away the swelling. See, I had a late night last night. I hadn't seen my wife in over 30-something days. And, you know how we do. Hey, baby.
Hey, baby.
I need to go to the bathroom.
I need to, huh?
Go to get my glasses.
Before you go, do you like these on me? I think these are tight, but they get down.
They work for me.
Because I'm hungry.
Nephews Gerard Brown and Kelsey Brown. Because you've had concern about the finances, yes?
Yes, I'm concerned that, you know, Pat is manipulating Bobby Christina, certain individuals. I'm not sure is manipulating the press and saying all these things, putting these things about Chrissy in the paper to try to make Chrissy seem as if she's crazy.
It's your boy Khalil. Finally made it down. Boston. Nigga down here. About to head and get my fix, get my teeth fixed. After I get my teeth fixed, I'm gonna head back to Vegas. And after Vegas, I'm going back to the ATL. So your boy is moving around. Those are the blessings of me moving around. Everybody keeping their word. You
You know what I'm saying? I'm out here in my hotel room right now. Just got down here. See the view, nigga out here. Trying to get some weed right now, though, man. Nigga, it's hard to get weed, nigga. You know, crazy without my weed. But I'm finna get that weed. But your boy Papa Dad, I'm out here. I made it. Touchdown.
Dear Mr. President, come take a walk with me. Come take a walk with me. Let's pretend we're just two people and you're not better than me. I'd like to ask you some questions if we can speak honestly. What do you feel when you see all the homeless on the streets? Who do you pray for at night before you go to sleep? What do you feel when you look in the mirror? Are you proud? How do you sleep while the rest of us cry? How do you dream when a mother has no chance to say goodbye? How do you walk with your head held high? Can you even look me in the eyes and tell me why?
Extra rhythm. Hey, my brother. Plus, my brother Kelsey. We made it to Boston, my man. We down here. Kelsey brought me down here to do a TV show, to get my teeth done. We're getting our teeth done. Getting our teeth done today. We're going to a hotel room today. And we're going to go relax. And we're going to become Batman and Robin. Yeah, nigga, that's Puff Daddy. I'm Biggie. That's Suge. I'm Tupac. That's Birdman. I'm Lil Wayne. That's how we doing it. But yeah, we here, y'all. Oh, I see everybody. We in Vegas, everybody. Nah, we're not in Vegas. We down here.
Yeah, we in this bitch. Video shoot, live, Big Nuts Records.
1, 2, 3.
We doing it.
We next. I mean, let's be real. We next. We on deck. That you like baseball, we on deck. On deck for what? For what? That upper room, nigga. The upper room with Jesus. You know what that is? The upper room the motherfuckers be singing about? The upper room. Yeah, that's right. Tell you what, you die first, I'm gonna sing at your funeral. I'm gonna just bust up in the motherfucker and go to the upper room. Let them shoot me. I don't give a fuck. They'll take me out singing that motherfucker.
Motherfucker.
Oh, shit. This shit's crazy.
Fucking kick his ass. Come on, Z! Z! Yo, Z.
Now get the fuck up. You like that? Ain't no wrestling match.
You all right? Come on.
Oh, shit!
Come on, man. That's what happens when you fuck with the police.
My daddy's watch. Man, fuck that cheap-ass watch, man. Oh, I apologize. It gotta stop something. You right.
One more again. See, I'll take all your front set, I swear. See how you go back to New York. That's how you gonna be back in the car, all the way back up.
I'm sorry.
Fuck that. Say something about the watch, Claude. Bring up the watch. In fact, just bring up watch.
Ray,
Look like you fixing to make your mouth up to say watch. If I see you, I'm gonna whip your ass.
Right.
In fact, don't even say watch no more. You can't say watch around me. Say little clock or some shit. You say watch, I'm gonna just dive on you.
Coronavirus! Coronavirus! I'm telling you, shit is real!
Video shoot, live, Big Nuts Records. We doing it. That's the cameraman.
We stole it, and it's a crime. I know this, but he basically kidnapped her, and it.
Whoa. He kidnapped you?
Well, no, he didn't really kidnap her. He sort of like just a little nap. No, she was there was a car, and she would, and you know, what happened was that she just you should know she has the worst taste in men. Well, you do. So anyway, I picked her up and I drove her right back here, and we would be so happy to give him back his car because it is a crime. And as you say, you just don't know where he is to.
Just gotta.
You know, the lawyerly exterior. Don't let that fool you, because inside I am like a complete animal. It's like bobcat. You know, it's scary.
See, that it might be.
No, I can bend like a pretzel. I'm serious. And I'm not talking the straight kind, I'm talking like the twisty kind, you know?
I think
like the bobcat salty type of pretzel. You know, because that's what men want. That's what men want, right?
That is the dream.
Twisty bobcat kind of pretzel, because that's what you want. And I bet I could give you a twisty bobcat pretzel.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
He's the pain, she's the one, she's my best man. On the hate, I would do it out in public, man. My Mary Jane at my wedding, she's my best man. My Mary Jane, but my Mary gets a banana peel. For your dumb niggas mean you would get killed. But anyway, every day I'll be blowing hay. Oops, I'm sorry, should I say that's my Mary J? She be having niggas thinking he be doing things. That's the one, that's my baby, that's my Mary Jane. Every day I'll be blowing on that purple haze. But let me tell you niggas something about that Mary Jane. That Mary Jane.
Hey, you wanna get high, man? Hey, you wanna get high, man? Hey, you wanna get high, man?
Black rag nigga. Real J. Cole. I got to be a G till the day that I die. The name is Papadad, yes I rep the east side. If you can't see, check the tats on my eye. Mean pussy bitch nigga, you will die. Ain't no games when it comes to the hood. Niggas been gangster, way before should. East side 5 line, Barney 100 game. That's my set, that's the hood that I bang. Niggas like me, I'ma keep it way real. If you can't talk, nigga, talk to my steel. I was born in the hood, so I'm a G.
Isn't that right? Even though you're kind of a white black guy, like, you know, a Bill Cosby black. You know that type of bitch, you know, soccer mom between the ages of 35 and cunt. Ugh. And they have to stare at me and be all mean, right? Like, oh my God. She is the reason we have school shootings. Which is not true, it's the blacks. Now, that's obviously a joke based on a stereotype. Blacks do not go to school.
Niggas will show a new face when they can't do the time for the case. It don't matter if they gay war. Niggas will give it to the feds. Homies kill homies over brand. It don't matter if they gay war. Shit, when times get hard, you better know who your homies are. It don't matter, nigga. Nowadays, niggas shit get critical. Rule Brook thrown out the window. Bloods killing bloods on mama, that's a trip, nigga. Same thing applies for the rip, niggas. You the man like the baller from the everybody weed.
pills, shit, Hennessy for everybody. Niggas smile in your face, daps and hugs. Niggas say they love you and they put it on plugs. Pay attention, a lot of these niggas lost. For the right price, niggas will knock your ass off. It's the truth, nigga, feel that. Every nigga you know can't bick it when you live at day one. You can end up a mystery. Shit out here get tricked. It don't matter if they day one. Niggas will show a new face when they can't do the time for the case. It don't matter if they day one. Niggas will give to the feds. Homies kill homies over bread. It don't matter if they day one.
Dear Mom, I made it to New York safe and sound.
Hands up, pinhead!
Dear Mom, I made it to New York.
Hands up, pinhead!
Dear Mom,
Hands up, pinhead!
please send money.